life. I work at a senior center. I'm cooking for 120, 130 people today. And I just busted out 45 pies last night, stuffing, cranberry, and now we're gonna pop these turkeys in. And I just want to make a quick video on how I like to do my turkeys. So I'm gonna flip this around, put it up, and kind of walk you through how I like to put my turkeys together. So. Alright, let's flip this around. Alright. One second. Here, let's set this up. Alright, so we're putting together 12 turkeys to get today. First thing I did was whip my butter and cut my onion, apple, all my prep right. So in each turkey I like to put a quarter of an apple in the back, a half an onion in the back. You can break it up a little bit. Some rosemary, right? Stuff her on in there. Another thing of rosemary. Some thyme. Some garlic. And normally I'd use whole garlic here, but I ironically forgot to get whole garlic, so this is just what I got. And I also like to this neck cavity as well. Don't forget about this neck cavity up here. Alright. We're going to do the same thing for the other one, right? Some apple in the back. Onion. Onion up front. Apple. And garlic in the back as well. Alright. So I whipped all this butter up, right? So it's about 15 pounds of butter. Obviously you don't need to do that much. It's got fresh rosemary, thyme, salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, and oregano. So what I like to do is take some in your hand, right? And you want to pull the skin back here. Go ahead and rotate this for a second. Alright, so you want to pull the skin up here, right, and kind of pull the skin away from the flesh here. Get your hand underneath here, kind of open up some pockets. And what this is going to do is it's going to put a lot of fat, the butter and everything, get it underneath the skin, right? We're just going to take our butter, go ahead and put it on in there. Stuff her real good. Try and get all the crevices back up in here if you can. I like to try and get down in the legs as well a little bit. All this butter and fat's going to cook into the turkey, along with all the, the nice herbs and salt, pepper, everything else we put on it. All right, so we're going to knock out these 12 turkeys all the exact same way. I like to pull this skin back, like I said, open up this crevice here. Sweet. What we're looking for. Been asleep for 3 hours, so I might not be as energetic as most videos. It's been a very long prep. You might be asking yourself, it's not Thanksgiving. What's going on? Well, we do Thanksgiving early here. Cool, now that we got our butter in here, I know it doesn't look like all pretty, but once this like melts into it, it'll be fine. I like to take olive oil, and we're just gonna go ahead and douse this turkey. Alright. Go ahead and get it nice under the wings, and the legs, thighs, everything. Need a little more. Alright. Now we're going to take some salt, just throw it right up on top here. Same thing with your pepper. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and throw some foil over it. And there we go. Super quick and easy. I like to double foil it just in case. We're going to pop this into the oven for about 5 hours at 350. Oh. Alright, so let's go ahead and do that again. If you missed it the first time, I'm going to set up my butter here in just 1 second. Of course, the one time I didn't bring my ring light, so that way we could actually set it up. Alright, same process, right? So I'm going to take my apple, right? And I'm going to put some in the neck cavity up here, some in the back. Take your onion. Don't forget this neck cavity up here. This really helps. Make sure you get your onion in the back as well. Same thing with your rosemary, right? Taking my rosemary, break it in half. Pop her on in there. Same thing with my fresh thyme. Fresh thyme here, like doing that, of course. Yeah, so if you didn't know, I work at a senior center. We do a free lunch. All the people that can't really like do Thanksgiving with people, we throw a free lunch a week in advance, feed everybody. So putting together 45 pies, 12 turkeys, 100 pounds of mashed potatoes, 20 pounds of cranberry sauce, all from scratch. And I forgot my ring light here, so we're just gonna kind of throw this up together and hopefully it goes alright. Thanks for tuning in here. What am I missing in this one? I need some rosemary in this back one. Alright, now again, for this butter, right, this is what I like to do. I think this is what makes mine, or how I like to do my turkeys, right? So we're going to pull the skin back again, right? We're just going to kind of open up this crevice here from the skin to the flesh. You want to, without ripping the skin, obviously. So that way all this butter stays in here. You can take your whipped butter with all your fresh herbs in here, right? Just go ahead and soak her on in there, right? I know this is probably pretty weird, but whatever. Alright, so now we got all of our rosemary, thyme, oregano, garlic powder, onion powder, salt, pepper, butter in there, and that's really going to cook nice, slow and slow in here over the next 6 hours, 4 or 6 hours, depending on how long it takes. Every oven's different, of course. Alright, now that we got our butter in there, like I said, we're going to put our olive oil on top. Just go ahead and get that all over your bird here. Salt and pepper. Salt and pepper. Don't forget all this, the legs and your wings back here. There's always going to be that one person that wants only dark meat. That person is me. Alright, I'm going to put on a new pair of gloves real quick. 1 sec. butter in here. You might notice a little, I like to melt it a little bit, because even when you do whip it, like, I live up in Alaska, so it's like really fucking cold up here. So my butter like resets and it doesn't spread very well, so I'll throw it on the range on the stove for a minute and kind of like loosen that butter up so that way it can get in there. Alright, so again, up under the skin, all the way to the back, to the neck, back over here next to your drumsticks, the legs, your wings. Don't forget to, don't worry about this being like a mess. Obviously, this doesn't look pretty, but we're putting foil over this, and it's going to sit in the oven for the next 4 to 6 hours, so I'm not really too worried about this. Olive oil on top, rub it all around. And your salt. And your pepper. I like to double foil it. And we're going into the oven 6 hours. And then we got 8 more turkeys to do. Once again, if you're tuning in, sorry I don't have my ring light. I woke up with 3 hours of sleep in space. And let's start this again. Just 1 second, putting on some new gloves here. Alright, Granny Smith apples in the back. And in the front, can't forget the front. Onion in the back. Also up here in the front. Get your rosemary. You might be asking, why aren't you doing stuffing? You gotta remember, I'm cooking for 120 to 150 seniors, and technically, in a kitchen aspect, you can't do stuffing in the back of a bird anymore. Because if you do stuffing in a bird, right, when the bird gets to 165, where you want it to be cooked, the stuffing still has a lot of, raw turkey blood that isn't going to be up to 165. So we can't, with doing this with like sensitive people, quote unquote sensitive people, with a bunch of seniors that could possibly get sick, I'm not going to run that risk, so I'm doing all my stuffing in two 600 pans off on the side here. So the bird gets to cook alone, and the stuffing gets to go alone. Don't forget your garlic. Again, I would have done just whole garlic, but kind of in a pinch here and forgot to buy whole garlic. So just don't forget garlic back here. And up in front. Again, we're going to stretch the skin here. Alright, so we're going to pull the skin away from its breasts without ripping it the best we can. So pull up, right? I'm going to stretch under here, come back and forth, kind of pull the skin away from its flesh. And you're going to take your whipped butter with all your fresh herbs, salt, pepper, and we're just going to go ahead and stuff that in there. Sorry for the shitty angle. Again, I got off at 9:30 p.m. Woke up at 1:30 a.m. and came in and prepped Thanksgiving. So it is what it is. Wanted to do a quick little video on this, but I appreciate you guys tuning in here. Go ahead and get this one done. Of course, you can't even see what's going on over here. My hands are all messy. Don't worry, we got 6 more birds to do, so if you missed the first couple, you're not missing Do the exact same thing over and over again. If there's something you guys want to specifically see me make, whether it be like mashed cranberry, pie, anything for Thanksgiving come up, let me know and I'll make sure I get to a little side video and do that. So again, I know that doesn't look like, but it's butter. It's going to melt into the skin, so I'm not too stressing it, right? Olive oil on top. Make sure we get it all in the crevices. This is going to really help it brown later when we take this oil off. And then again, I like to still, even though there's still salt and pepper inside the butter, you know, the skin still needs flavor too, so I like to salt and pepper the entire bird here. And there's a million ways to do it, right? Or what's the saying? Million ways to skin, 1,000 ways to skin a cat, as someone might say. Right, so we're gonna throw the double foil it. I always double foil these, and we're gonna pop this into the oven. 325, and the rule of thumb is 20 minutes per pound, right? So 1 second, let me get this in the oven and we'll start the next bird. Okie dokie. Alright, here we go. Next set of birds here. Again, if you missed it out earlier, if you want to see apple pie, sweet potato pie, pumpkin pie, cranberry sauce, mash, what else am I doing? Fresh rolls, green beans, the world's yours. Just let me know below, and I'll definitely make a video out of it. So, alright, so apples in the crevice here. Never forget the top, because I feel like a lot of people always forget the neck up here, and you gotta stuff that as well. Alright, so here we go. Let's get our onion in there. Okay. And again, if you missed it, I know somebody's gonna be like, why aren't you doing stuffing? Because we're cooking for 150 seniors here at the senior center, and whether you know or not, raw, you know, like when you make stuffing inside of a bird, when the bird hits to 165, that raw blood like soaks into your stuffing, which is all just bread, which just soaks it all up, and your stuffing isn't going to be up to temp when your bird is, so it's a potential getting people sick, and with people with like autoimmune diseases and just like older folks, I definitely don't want to run that risk. So again, if you have whole garlic, I would just throw whole garlic in here, but I was in a pinch and forgot to buy whole garlic, so I just have this, I just have this to use right now, so use what you got, right? Don't forget your fresh herbs. I really feel like this does make a difference in all the crevices, right? Wabam. Wabam. Right, and the neck as well. Don't forget this neck. And again, this is where I think this is what, like, in every restaurant I've been, I learned this in like when I was 18. So you want to definitely just pull the skin away as carefully as you can without ripping it, right? And bring your fingers down in here and just really try and like slowly pull the skin away from the breast here, right? So if you rip it, don't worry, it's not like that big of a deal, but do your best not to. So see how I'm like slowly just pulling it away from the skin here, from the flesh. Trying to get all the way down to these legs and the wings back up in here, right? So as you get back up in here, so now I have this nice little pocket up in here, right? Okay. Then you want to take your whip butter, right, with your fresh, I just have rosemary, oregano, salt, pepper, what else I got in here? Garlic powder, onion powder, right? And I just want to go ahead and put this as much back into the bird as possible. What's this going to do for Thanksgiving? It's going to go ahead and keep it really nice and moist. The fat layer is going to definitely and all these herbs are going to cook into the skin instead of sitting on top on the skin. A lot of people season the top of the skin, right? And that doesn't penetrate the bird as much as it should. Personally. There's a million ways to skin a cat. Mine just works for me. Again, it doesn't have to be the prettiest thing because it is butter. It's just going to go ahead and melt and cook straight into it, right? And again, I'm going to go ahead and pull this one apart. I just want to say sorry for the bad angle. I spaced. I got off at, 9:30 last night. Woke up at 1:30 and forgot my ring light. So this is the best angle I got today. But if you don't know, I'm a head cook at a senior center, and once a year we put on a free lunch dinner for the entire community. So I'm cooking for 120 to 150 people today. 45 pies, tons of goodies, and I just didn't have time to edit a turkey video. But if you have something specific you want to see, leave a message down there and I'll definitely get to it. Alright, so extra virgin olive oil on top, right? Don't forget your legs back here. Get it all the way back up in here, right? And then your salt and pepper still, because again, we still want to season the skin on top of the flesh. Woo. Cool. Back up over here. And salt and pepper. So we got a couple more birds if you missed this. And then I will go ahead and show you guys all the pies I did and a few other things I've been working on. And if you want to leave a comment on what you'd like to see, like a breakdown on a video, I'll definitely make one. But for now, we're just getting these birds in for all the seniors coming to lunch for free today, which is pretty exciting because you got to remember, some of these seniors are homebound and can't get out of their house. So there's a few programs. We send some food for free to these guys. 1 second, let me get this in the oven and we'll go again. Alright, last birds. Alright, we're going to go through this one more time, start to finish. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. Again, sorry I don't have my ring light, otherwise I'd have a much better angle for you. If you're new to the channel, I'm a baker by trade, but I'm actually a head chef right now at a senior center. Okay, so and we're making 14 birds for 150 people for free. So, all right. So again, onion in the back, right? I like to put about a half onion. Sometimes you want to break it up a bit. Don't forget this neck piece as well. I feel like a lot of people always forget this neck. I don't know why, but an apple. Don't forget your apple. Your fresh rosemary really completes this. I can't even explain it how much this makes this, but don't forget your fresh rosemary in here, and as well as your garlic. Again, I would normally use whole garlic, but just in a pinch here and spaced, and all I got is minced pre-cut garlic. I'm gonna pop my apples here in the back, rosemary and thyme in the back as well, and then I'm gonna do it to the other one, and then I'm gonna show you this taken off the, not taken off of the skin again, but what we like to do in a lot of our restaurants to make sure that our turkey doesn't dry out. So again, the neck, right, neck. One second, where'd my time go? Oh, right here. All right, my time. I feel like there was a dad joke in there when I said, where'd my time go? Alright, again back here. Alright, don't forget these apples. I know it doesn't seem like it makes a big difference, but it does. Alright. Okay, so the skin, right? So this is really important. This is what we like to do. So you want to like slowly pull your skin away from the turkey breast, right? Slowly, just like kind of taking one finger and sliding it back and forth in here without ripping it. If you rip it, it's not a big deal. Just do your best not to. If you do it on one side first and then the other, this like little, the middle piece will separate the two breasts, obviously. So it'll keep it from coming apart. And then I'm going to do the other side over here. Again, sorry for the bad angle. I spaced on my ring light today. Sweet, now that we got this big open, right? So a lot of people like to just season the top up here. Ooh. But really what we need to do is penetrate the skin into the fat, right? So what I'm going to do is I got my whipped butter with fresh rosemary, fresh thyme, oregano, salt, pepper, onion powder, and garlic powder, right? And we want to pull the skin back and just go ahead and layer this this turkey in here with your butter. All this fat and seasoning will cook straight into the turkey breast instead of running off your skin into your pan, right? Which is what I feel like a lot of times happens. Again, over here on this side, try and get back into these crevices as far as you can, right? You know, for the best you can. If you're just tuning in, thanks for tuning in. If you don't know, I'm a chef at a senior center, and today we're doing our free Thanksgiving meal. I know it's not Thanksgiving, but a lot of the seniors obviously travel for Thanksgiving, so we want to try and get them fed prior to leaving. Alright. So let's go ahead and do this side real quick as well. And I know this looks messy, but again, this is just fat and butter. So all this is going to do is just melt down anyways into your turkey breast. So I'm not stressing it. Not only that, all this butter and all the drippings, I'm just going to turn into a gravy later once these come out of the oven about 5-6 hours. So I'm not stressing it. Right, so we want to pull the skin away. I know this looks like bad here, but if you would have watched before, it got all the butter everywhere. So pull the skin back, really get your fingers in here. Okay, and then take your butter, just go ahead and get it all the way back into this turkey breast. This is really going to keep your turkey here moist. Pretty much, I don't want to say indefinitely, but for quite a few days. So go ahead and work that back there. Alright, let me get some fresh gloves on real quick. Alright, so extra virgin olive oil, right? We're just going to go ahead and coat both these birds. This is really going to help brown it later when I take that foil off. And I like the flavor of olive oil too, so. Right. Don't forget these legs back here, all your wings up in here. And still, even though we have all that seasoning underneath there, right, the skin still needs to be seasoned. A lot of people love skin. I mean, I do. I'm not gonna, I still want my skin of my turkey seasoned, right? flip this around. And we're gonna salt and pepper the other side. Sweet. I always like to double foil it because more times than not, that first one will pop off, and then you'll get a dry spot on the corner and dry your turkey out, and that sucks. You don't want to do all that work for a fucking dry turkey, right? So I was one. And two. 1 second, let's get this one in the oven, and then we got another 2 birds to go. One second, be right with you guys. Alright. Last set of birds here. Alright, if you're just tuning in, I want to say sorry for the bad angle. I forgot my ring light at home. I grinded out here until about 9:30, making about 50 pies, 45 pies, whatever. And then woke up at 1:30 this morning and do it all over again. And half asleep. So, okay. So I always start up here first with my my neck crevice, right? Take a couple of your rosemary, like that, break them in half, right? Make sure you get them all the way up in here, right? Up into this little crevice up in here. My thyme, of course, I forgot my thyme again. Where the fuck did my thyme go? Alright, well, I guess I lost my thyme. Alright, so onion, again, up in the top. All these good bits that are coming off this are gonna just turn into gravy anyways, so don't stress it too much. Don't forget your apple. Maybe I should break this in half here. There we go. Okay. And then the back end of the crevice, another apple, more rosemary. Your onion, right? All the good things. Your garlic, again, if you're just tuning in, I would have, if I had whole garlic, I would prefer whole garlic here, but I spaced and didn't buy any. That's on me. It is what it is. Got to make it work with what you got, right? Sweet. Let's flip this around, do the other side. Alright, so neck crevice. Another apple, right? If you're just tuning in, sorry for the bad angle here. I spaced and forgot my ring light, but it is what it is, so we're just going to make this work. Onion back here. Sweet. And then don't forget that, obviously. Oh, see, I already forgot. Rosemary. Don't forget your rosemary in the neck crevice as well. Okay. See? All the good stuff. Your apple, okay, your onion in here, and then my garlic, the last little bit of this stuff. When I was ordering everything, I was like, oh, I got garlic, and then I forgot it's minced garlic, not whole garlic, because otherwise, just throw some whole garlic in there. I just ran out of time or misplaced it, as one does. Alright, here we go. Alright, so when you're doing your turkey, this is what you want to do. Obviously have it the right way. So you're going to pull the skin back from the breast. This is definitely how I've cooked all my turkeys since I learned from a chef when I was 18. So you definitely just want to pull the skin back and take a couple fingers, right? And just work your hand back and forth here, okay? Once you pull the skin away from the breast right here, try and work down towards like the wing and the drum down here, or the leg, whatever, thigh. Get all the way back up in here, and then flip over and do it on the other side here. This is really gonna help us soak in this butter up in here and really incorporate all these flavors we're looking for. Do your best. Try not to rip it, but you know, we're only human. If you rip a little bit, no big deal. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and do my other side. Okay. And again, just nice and slow. No rush here, no rush. I know we're feeding 150 people here in like 8 hours, but we got 8 hours. Okay. Alright, now that the skin is away from the breast here, you want to take your whipped butter, right? And if you're just tuning in, it's got fresh rosemary, fresh thyme, oregano, salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder? Yep, that's what I got in here. And you want to just go ahead and soak this, or not soak this, just go ahead and put this into underneath your skin here. And what's this going to do is all this fat and flavor is going to cook right into this turkey breast and keep it nice and moist for much longer than it probably would. A lot of people tell me, just always ask how I keep my turkey breasts so moist, and this is exactly how we do it. Every kitchen I've worked in. So, alright. So I know that doesn't look pretty, but again, it's just fat and butter, so this is going to melt and cook into the breast. And what you're doing is you're seasoning the turkey breast underneath the skin instead of flavoring just the, seasoning the skin and then letting that flavoring run off into your pan instead of incorporating into the meat, which is what we're trying to do, right? So again, take all my butter. I know this looks like a hot mess, but again, it's butter. It's just going to melt here as soon as it goes into the oven, straight into this turkey, which is what we want. Alright, kind of press it down up in there. Alright, let me get some fresh gloves real quick. Actually, I kind of want to do this side right here just a little more. Sweet. Alright, gloves. 1 second, where are my gloves at? Okay. Alright, and this is going to help brown it later. So, extra virgin olive oil, right? Make sure we get this all over this, right? Get your wings back up in here, the back end of the thighs. Turn it back around. I'm going to do this one too, obviously. Okay. And you might be saying like, oh, you put all that salt, all that pepper in it, why season the top? Well, you still need to season your skin up here, right? You definitely don't want to just season underneath and then get an unseasoned piece of skin. That'd be sad. It's Thanksgiving without some turkey skin, right? Okay. And again, we always double foil this because one of the corners, of course, Murphy's Law. If you don't double foil it, your foil's going to rip, it's going to dry. If you do, it won't, so just always do two. Alright. Alright, 1 second, guys. Alright, let's get this into the oven. Alright, so we got what, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 birds sitting in here. I know somebody's going to ask again why you don't do stuffing inside the bird, and that's because you got to remember I'm cooking for seniors here with like low immune systems and stuff like that. So when at home, when you cook a turkey with stuffing in it, all that blood runs into the bread, right? Which is just all right here. I got it all toasting over here, right? Or toasting, drying out overnight. And all that does is just soak up all your raw turkey blood, and when your turkey is cooked all the way, obviously your stuffing's not, and you can't do that with all these like seniors and whatnot. So I want to show you guys all the pies I did last night. Hopefully I don't lose you guys when I go in the walk-in here. All right, here we go. Got 50 some odd pies. Got your apple, we got your pumpkin, we got your sweet potato, all your cranberry juice or cranberry sauce you can think of. Next, we're gonna go ahead and start busting out 180 rolls for everyone, stuffing and green beans. If you want to stick around, I'd appreciate it, but there's gonna be a time lapse in between right now and setting up the next thing. If you want to know how to make anything specifically, throw it down there and I'll definitely break down a video. Just didn't have any time to sit here and edit a video today. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean up my mixer real quick, and then I'm gonna start some bread. So if you want to stick around, appreciate it, but otherwise it'll be a little momentary of lapse here of nothing happening. So, and I forgot my ring light, of course. The one day I forget my ring light. So yeah, so we're just gonna set this camera up here where we can and start setting up this bread. All right, I know I'm gonna lose half of you guys. I appreciate you guys. If you didn't know, baker by trade, chef at a senior center now. And if you want to subscribe, that'd be dope. But I gotta clean a couple things before I start my bread. So I'm gonna just put you guys on the camera, on the oven, and yeah, and then I'll set it up for the next thing. How long have I been a chef? Sorry, just saw that. So I started baking when I was 17 and just been in kitchens for the last 15 years. As every kitchen, if you've ever been in, you wear a hat of literally every single position. So, so yeah, you just started baking, then on fry, then garde, then grill, and then you just learn everything. So, and now I cook. I still love baking more than anything, as you can see. But yeah, gotta do what you gotta do. So, all right, I'll be right back. I know I'm gonna lose a couple of you guys. Appreciate you guys. I'm gonna walk you guys through my white bread recipe here, but I need to clean my 20-quart bowl. So it's going to be a couple minutes. just sanitizing all this turkey blood here off my table to do my white bread. Oh, sorry. Everyone says not to go to culinary school because it's a waste of time. Actually, yeah, dude, I want to actually answer this one. Everyone says not to go to culinary school because it's a waste, and I want to attend one. What do I think? All right, so if you're gonna go to a culinary school, like I strongly believe to like go to like community college first. Like that's what I did. I really think culinary schools are kind of a scam. They're really, really good for like if you want to be a chef or own your own restaurant. Okay, but I put myself through culinary school while working 2 jobs, and fucking I learned more in the industry in 3 months than I did in a year. So after a year of being in culinary school, I got about 8 months of being in there, I got a job in the field, and then learned more in 3 months than I did in a year of my culinary school, and then just like got paid to learn, right? So I think culinary school is really good to show like a drive towards a passion, right? Like if somebody came and interviewed with me, it was like, hey, I don't have any experience, but I put myself through school and I really tried really hard, then I'd give them a shot. But otherwise, I would personally just go and work in the industry for a while. Yeah, I gotta say, because you gotta remember, like, a lot of people burn out here in the kitchens. Like, you gotta something they will never tell you in any culinary school. Anthony Bourdain, or I think I'm so bad with names. Dude, you're gonna work every single weekend. You're gonna work every single holiday. You're gonna work at nights. You're gonna work first things in the morning. You're never gonna have any like social life or friends. Relationships are gonna get burnt out. You're never gonna want to go out to eat because you can make food at home for cheap. Like, it's a thing, man. So all I gotta say is, if you're like really serious about going to culinary school, like try it out in a kitchen for like fucking 6 months, and then if you do still want to go, then do it. But otherwise, yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna finish sanitizing my table down from the turkey we just did, and then we're gonna start white rolls. So if you want to stick around, I need about 5 minutes to clean off this this table and sanitize it. I know I'm gonna lose some of you guys, but thanks for hanging out. If you would like, subscribe, all the things, and yeah, I'll be right back. Let's turn this back around. Those are our 14 turkeys we just knocked out. Yeah, no problem. You're welcome. Yeah, like if you can, find a community college that's cheap. Take a couple classes for like 3 months, or go work in a kitchen for cheap for 3-4 months and see if it's what you really want to do. Just a few more minutes, almost there. most of you. I did. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so like I said, I'm a baker by trade. This is my personal recipe book I've had for about 17 years. As you can see, it's very loved. A lot of papers falling out. I actually have a full video of this white bread recipe. As you can see, I have terrible writing. Here's my white bread recipe. And I finally rewrote it somewhere in here. If you didn't know, I actually am working on a cookbook and am going to post it here soon, or whenever I finish it, I should say. Uno momento, por favor. 1 second, where's it at? Refresh. Alright, cheesesteak. Well, I guess I'll just have to show you guys the bad one. I mean, not the bad one, just the bad writing. I thought I had a nicer... There it is, white bread. Alright. I remember, I'm cooking for 150 today, so we're gonna times... Gosh, what do I want to do this? I think we're gonna times 6 this. Yeah, I'm gonna times 6 this. Okay, alright. Sweet. So, our bowl, right? First thing we need is our water. So, you want lukewarm water. Definitely, if you do too hot of water, you're going to go ahead and kill your yeast. That would suck. So cool, at a times 6, I need 9 cups of water. Again, I wouldn't suggest doing times 6 at home. Alright. Cool. Then you want your yeast, and we want to go ahead and break that down in our water. Where's my scale? Here's my scale. Something good with this recipe, this is a really good base recipe, so if you ever want to do like fresh herbs, when I want to do garlic bread, I do this and just add, you know, garlic powder and Italian seasonings. This is a really good base that I use for pretty much all my white breads or garlic breads or whatever. It's just a really good bread recipe. Okay, so here's your yeast. Right, and then you want a pinch of sugar here for it's something to, you know, help this yeast activate. I'm going to go ahead and just give it a little swirl here. While that's sitting there, we're going to go ahead and measure out our bread flour. So I'm going to go ahead and push this off to the side. Okay, so we need, what do I need? Times 6 would be, 1 second. 5, 10, 15. So 5, 10, 15, 17. Okay. And I know, I should have this by weight, but I don't. This is one of my only recipes that don't, so it is what it is. All right. Cool, and then so I got my flour over here. I would like to, you don't want to overload your yeast that's breaking down in the water with too much sugar, so you want to incorporate your sugar into your flour here. So let me go ahead and grab my sugar. Salt as well. You never want to put salt in with yeast because otherwise you're going to kill it. Alright. So here's our salt. Need 6 tablespoons. That looks like 6 tablespoons. Okay, I'm going to take this side. Our yeast should be about broken down now. Alright, well, it still needs a little bit, but we're going to add our other part of our, it's starting to break down here. So we're going to go ahead and add our other bread flour into this and create a sponge into our yeast and water now that it's like starting to break down here, as you can see. Sweet. You definitely want to use a dough hook. I know I'm losing everybody. Sorry, guys. I didn't bring my ring camera. I wish I did. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and mix our yeast, water, and our flour here just till it comes together like so. And then we're going to go ahead and let this sit here for about 3 to 5 minutes until it starts bubbling here, right? Like these little bubbles we got going. And our yeast will be really happy. Then we're going to add our flour, sugar, salt, and butter. And then we're going to bring this together. So let's go ahead and let this sit for a couple minutes. I want to say thanks for everyone tuning in. I don't really do live videos, but I really wanted to show how I did my turkeys earlier and some bread. So it means a lot, you guys sticking around and whatnot. I don't know how much longer we're gonna be doing this because I do gotta grind like crazy for cooking today, but we're definitely gonna do this bread at least. If anybody wants to do wants something broken down, as in like a video of something to make for Thanksgiving next week, definitely drop a comment down there and we'll make it work. Drop this into the dough, that would suck. Alright, I'm going to measure out my butter here. And again, sorry, there's a lot of side work going on the side that you don't see. Once again, I forgot my ring light. Alright, we're gonna start putting in our butter here. Room temp butter, of course. We definitely don't want cold butter. That'll throw your dough off. And if you're interested to see how these turkeys end up coming out, I'll definitely be doing a video a little later. Obviously, I'm not going to have you sit here for 6 hours while they're in the oven. But tune back later or look for a little short or something. We'll definitely get them up. Alright, you see how these like little bubbles starting to come up here, there, right? Our yeast is starting to tell us it's starting to be happy. So I'm going to go ahead and add the rest of our flour, sugar, and salt. And if you're looking for the recipe, I have a full white bread recipe on my page. It's one of the first videos I did, so it's probably the worst edit that I got. Alright, so let's go ahead and throw this on the mixer. Alright, here we go. Alright, so we're going to just let this come together. Especially because we don't melt our butter. If this could focus. Right, there we go. We definitely want to let this go for quite a bit and really warm up and work that butter in there too. So as soon as it starts to come together like so, you want to kill it and let it rest for about, gosh, I want to say about 5-ish minutes. In the meantime, obviously, as a kitchen, there are thousands of things to do. But we are over here doing our bread. If you missed it, we did all these pies yesterday. So we got our apple, our pumpkin, our sweet potato, and our cranberry. So it's pretty cool here. It's unlike any other restaurant. Well, we're not a restaurant, we're a senior center. And so we provide meals and stuff for like the needy and whatnot. And so today we're doing our free Thanksgiving meal and really just giving back to the community, making sure everybody eats today. Because I know it's not Thanksgiving, but a lot of the seniors go other places and have family. So yeah, and then we send home meals to homebound people that can't get out of bed and stuff and make sure they eat and whatnot. So just gonna kill like 3 minutes here to let that bread, that dough kind of rest here. And yeah. Yep. Although I have a million things to do, I definitely want to finish out this dough here, and then I might kill this video after we make this dough and finish it on the table. Thanks for watching and whatnot. We knocked out all those turkeys, got it in the oven, prepped our bread. So we're just letting this bread rest for a couple minutes before we knock it out. We got plenty of time. It's only 5 a.m. in the morning. So, and nobody believed me that I got in at fucking 2:30 in the morning and was here till 10 p.m. last night. All the coffee. And then we got to do 50 pounds of mashed potatoes. Anybody want to help cut 50 pounds of potatoes over here? All right. All right, you guys are up next. You guys can cut these. All right, I know it hasn't been 5 minutes, but I can tell we're losing people like crazy, dropping like flies over here. Yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish out this dough. At this point, I'd probably turn it to speed 2, depending on what kind of mixer you got. We're just gonna go ahead and let this beat that for about 3 to 5 minutes until it gets nice and elastic and works in all that butter. Sorry for the terrible angle again. I wish I brought my ring light, but it is what it is. Getting there. Getting there. Alright, I like this. Nice and elastic here. If you could feel it, you'd know exactly what I'm talking about. Even with pools. Alright, I can't do this with one hand, so 1 sec. Alright, move this, move this, move this. Let's get some clean workspace over here. I always finish out my dough on any table. I just want to put a couple more pushes in here. Knead this just a little bit more. And we're going to cut these, once this rests in proof, we're going to cut this into either 2 or 2.5 ounce rolls, and we're going to roll them, proof them, take them off, keep on keeping on. Sweet. So here you could spray down a bowl, plastic wrap it, put it in a warm spot for it to proof, but I have my hood fan off and it's hot as shit in here. So all I'm gonna do is go like that. I think I lost everyone. I'll be right back. One second. Okay, we're gonna prep potatoes now for 50 pounds of mash. So if anybody wants to cut potatoes, that'd be awesome. But I know nobody wants to, so All right. Let's do this. Okay, so while our bread's proofing over there, obviously we can't just sit around and do nothing. So whether you know a lot of kitchens, like I washed and sanitized this. Here's a little piece of rosemary that just came off my cutting board. But all I'm gonna do is just cut all these fucking potatoes, pop them in here, soak them with water, wash them, drain it, wash one more time, drain, and then cook them off. So. As always in the kitchen, it's just time and prep. So I'm gonna sit here and cut 50 pounds of potatoes. If you wanna kick it, that's cool. If not, totally get it. All right. See, this is the shit that nobody tells you about if you've ever wanted to be in the kitchen. All you guys see is that Hollywood shit that they show on TV, not the mindless hours and hours of prep of food you gotta do to accomplish a good meal. I think that's what's lost in this Hollywood chef shit, is that people think of, like, I don't know, man. Same thing as me as a baker for the last, like, 15, 16 years. They're like, oh, what kind of crazy cakes can you do? It's like, I don't do crazy cakes. I just bake really good baked goods. Not like wedding cakes. I do really, really good baked goods. That's what I do. forget, we got our bread proofing over there, which is why I'm over here now. You gotta keep on doing stuff. You can't just do one thing and wait. I know this is probably the most boring part of this video, but it is part of it. You know, these are a lot cleaner than I thought they would have been, so I probably don't need a second soak on these, but most kitchens, you know, this is how you clean potatoes. And again, if you were here watching the turkeys, I'll definitely be posting a short later, so make sure. That's a weird one. It's like a little heart. And I'm going to cut it in half. Shot through the heart. I also got to be a little crazy to work in the kitchen, obviously. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, if you're looking for the turkeys, I'll definitely be posting a video. Oh, I'll also post a short of like the 120 people out there eating, so that way you guys can see. And maybe get a few people to tell me what they thought of the food. So that way you guys can see if that's something you want to do. Because, like I said, there's 1,000 ways to skin a cat. Just because I do it my way doesn't mean it's the only way. It's where I feel like a lot of people in kitchens pigeonhole themselves to doing one thing a certain way. And then, yeah. And then you get like just complacent. Complacency is such a bad thing here in the kitchen. It's already all that dirty. You can already see it's all. Eek. Obviously, I'm going to cut that piece up, not like that. Whee! If you do stick around, I'll be doing bread here in about, well, it's going to take a little bit for that big bread to proof, so when it is, though, cut it, roll it, get it in a pan. super happy with these potatoes. Up here in Alaska, I cannot tell you how much produce that we get is just like not good. I rephrase that, in the winter. In the summer, we have fantastic produce. In the fall, we have amazing produce. And then once you get back into the winter, yeah, you gotta bring everything up on a barge, so run that risk with it. So. I never peel my potatoes. All the nutrients is in the potato. I definitely have a few people that don't like that I do that, but with what time do I have to peel all these? And then, like I said, you'll swirl them all around so that way they get a good, nice wash, and then we'll drain it and then refill it one more time. Let it soak for like, well, until I get my pots on full of water and get those going. We'll transfer these over there. I wonder how many people are still watching. I would guess less than 10. You people that are sticking around are making my day over here. Again, I wish I brought my ring light so that way I could get a better angle, but when you're running on 2.5 hours of sleep from prepping Thanksgiving, you gotta run out the door, you kind of forget things. This is what it is. One second. Alright. Wow, 35. Thanks, guys. I know I'm just cutting potatoes and that's got to be boring. But yeah, we're just prepping out Thanksgiving. So, like I said prior, I think this is like a lot of the things that when people are like, oh, I want to work in the kitchen or I want to be a chef because I see it on TV. Just all the man hours it takes to actually accomplish a dish, right? It's not all fun and games all the time. I've been in the industry for about 15 years now, and the burnout rate and the turnover rate is wild. It's insane. Very toxic mentality, and unless you get like a really good crew, I think that's the one thing I miss about a restaurant versus a bakery. Would get your ass handed to you on the line for like 3-4 hours in the weeds, and then that like team mentality of getting through it and getting a beer after with like coworkers, like after getting your ass kicked on the line. But yeah, no, it's a hard life. It's definitely not for everyone. And then as a baker, my whole life I've worked graveyard. So I've worked graveyard for 14 years now. This is my first real job that I'm not working nights. So yeah. Again, if you want anything like broken down specifically, definitely can make a video on it though. We're just kind of grinding through prep. Almost done. Almost done. 50 pounds. I really appreciate it if you guys like, follow, subscribe. I know everyone asks, but it'd be cool if you did. Okay, so alright, that's 50 pounds. After we add our milk, butter, and spices, that should be enough for 120 to 150 people. Remember, it's seniors, it's a free lunch, so they're not getting big plates or anything. Just giving back to the community day. Okay, so let's go ahead and alright, and then we're going to drain it and then fill it back up, and so that way if we missed anything, we'll get it. Alright. Our bread's doing really good too, so we might be able to actually go and cut and roll it sooner than I thought I could. Okay, so pie done. Bread, we're working on it right now. Cranberry, I got done. Mash, we're working on it now. Turkey is in the oven, so I'm not going to worry about that. Green beans, we're going to fire that probably I don't know, 30 minutes, 40 minutes before service. There's really no reason to worry about that right now. So we're gonna go, how are we gonna do this? We're gonna do bread. I don't know, I'm very indifferent about stuffing next or mash. I'm probably gonna do bread. We're gonna let this sit. Stuffing, probably gonna be next. Then mash, then green beans, and then of course I can't do the gravy until the turkey comes out because I need the dripping. So, yeah, all right. All right, let's go run bread. Is there any dish that you don't know how to cook or master yet? Oh yeah, tons. Tons. Anybody, even chefs, any executive chef that's gonna be mad about this, I don't give a fuck. If you think that you've mastered everything or know everything, like just get out of the kitchen. Like you're jaded and like nobody knows everything. Like even dishes that I love and I know how to make, I mess up and learn more about it all the time. But it's failure is your best teacher. Like no shit. Like if you're not cool with failing and fucking up shit, don't go in the kitchen. Like it just happens. Like nobody's perfect. Like you're gonna fuck shit up. Okay, so this bread is like exploded. So we should probably get at this. Look at this. Huzzah! Come on, focus. There we go. Focus. Oh my god. Come on. There we go. All right. Sweet. So we're gonna do like 2.5 ounce little rolls to go with Thanksgiving dinner. So let's go ahead and set that up. Okay, so we get a pan. Spray this down. All right, parchment paper. All right, we're shooting for 150 rolls here, so let's hope we can get that. Here's my bench scraper. One second. Okie dokie. You've stuck around, I really appreciate it. Okay, so like I said, we're shooting for 2.5 ounce rolls. The less flour on your table to roll, the better. That looks really good. See how it kicks back right there? See? We're good. We're ready. So the way I like to do this, obviously you don't want to do it all at once because then it'll dry out. So you want to cut strips, right? And then whatever you're not cutting, go off to the side. and make sure air is not hitting it. So I'm going to put this big bowl back over it. So that way they don't dry out, right? Okay. Then I got some water over here to help me roll. And then all we're going to do is measure this out. It's 2.4, like 2.3. Like I'm not going to stress it. I don't have time to go through there and look for a point. Like that's 1.6. So obviously I want like a little more on that one. 2.4. Like I'm not gonna go back through and try and get the exact amount. We don't have time. Time is a commodity. That's probably 3, yeah. 2.5. 2.5. 2.4. 2.3. 2. Okay, now I know your instinct is like cut them all. I mean to like measure them all out, but don't do that. Because if we go and we cut like all the other ones and sit them here, then they're gonna dry out. So you just gotta be, I just do them in batches, right? So I like to get my hands a little wet. Okay, take the flour off the table because it'll slip on you. Okay, all right, where are we at here? Right here. Let's move this, move this. Okay. All right, so I like to put just like a dot of water on that. Like I know that doesn't seem like much, but it will really help grab this dough. And you want to smash it down, right? And then I roll it back over onto itself, okay? And then with your thumb, I'm not left-handed, so I'm gonna do my best here. So with your thumb and the inside of your hand here, we wanna create like a little ball, right? And pushing against the table, right? We want to use the table and help form this little ball here. So I'm pushing here, right? See how that's coming back? And then with my other side, I'm pushing here. All the while, this bottom part isn't rolling. It's staying right where I want it to form a ball and get tight right here. I know that might not seem like the best exclamation, but like that's how you do it. Oh, there you go. Alright, I gotta bust these out. And then if you get too dry, you can throw a little bit of water down there. Just tight, nice little tight balls here. See if I can get a better angle. Right? So again, a little bit of water. Take them with the palms of my hand, I smash, and then I just like take them and roll them over itself. And then now that they're long ways, I flip them back over, and I smash a little bit, and then I roll them back over itself. Right? So now we got 2 little balls here. We're just gonna, right, the inside of your thumb and the inside of your pinky here. Right? Oh man. That's why I always keep a whisk on hand. I don't know if you guys can see this. Alright, and then I'm going to put them in my pan here. Alright, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Only 115 more to go. Can you guys see this? I don't know. Is this like not focusing? Fuck. Hey. Right? So see, it's still nice and soft for me because I'm not letting the air sit on it. I'm gonna take a strip out. Let's see if I can't rearrange this a little bit here. Alright, 2 ounce, 2.5 ounces. This is weird. I don't like doing it that way. There was one point when I was working under Travis, I doubt you ever watched my stuff, but that's cool. Super fucking one of the best chefs I've ever worked under. And where was I going with this? Shit. Travis, one of the best chefs ever. Yeah, oh yeah, he's the one that made me roll with my left hand. I could never roll with it, and we'd be busting out like 250, 300 rolls a night for service. And he's like, dude, you gotta learn how to roll with your left hand. Like, otherwise, this isn't gonna work out. And it took me months, because I am not left-handed at all. My God. All right, let's see here. I don't know if you guys can really see this. I feel bad. All right, let me move back. What if I go like here? All right. We got 6 a.m. 6 a.m. 5 hours. And then I'll show you how you want to set them up here, right? Sweet. So you want to set them up to where they're gonna definitely grow into themselves a little bit, right? So they'll be more like pull apart rolls, but when you do that, they don't dry out in the middle. So you definitely want to have them grow into each other, right? So that way, when they grow into each other and they bake, you're not going to get all dry on the side. Kind of like Hawaiian rolls or something like that, but yeah. All right. That back under there so it doesn't dry out. Hey, if you guys can't see it, will somebody comment on it to move the camera? Because I can't really tell if you guys can see this or not. I know this looks big, but it's got a lot of air in it, so all between 2.3 and 2.6 here, so everyone can see, right? Yeah. And again, right, so we're just taking the inside of our thumb and the inside of our palm here, and then just keeping that bottom, right, working that, keeping the bottom on the bottom of the table, so that way it like spins and tightens up, and the dough pulls underneath it. I'm not great with words, I just know how to bake and make bread. See? All right. Huzzah! Okay. We went to grams. And then again, just a little bit of water on there. Too much and it'll like, see how it's like smearing right there? It's because it's now sliding on the table and we just want it to grab the table. Flour makes it slide and too much water makes it slide, but just enough water will help you grip it. Sweet. Oh, we fell. Oh, I don't know when we fell. That would have sucked. Hopefully it hasn't fallen for too long. You guys see? Yep, you guys can see. And again, like I said, right, the inside of your thumb and the inside, right? Yeah, that's the best way I can show you. But obviously I'm going to use my whole palm because you need the inside of your palm with it too. Another big key here I'm going to show you once you get your pan all ready to go. One short, that's funny. All right, just one more. Okay, big thing here, right? So here we go. Right. So we're all nice and plated, or not plated, right? So we got a nice pan of them. Okay, and what you want to do here, because if you're not, it's really good. After all this hard work, you're gonna ruin it. You definitely want to spray the top, because once they grow, that plastic wrap, if this dough touches the plastic wrap and you take the plastic wrap off, you're gonna pop the fucking bread and then it's gonna deflate and like ruin all that hard work you just did. So I'm gonna go ahead and plastic wrap this, and then it's going next to the oven to proof, and then we're gonna do our next tray. Keep on keeping on. Man, if you could smell those turkeys right now? My goodness, that smells good. Alright. Sweet. Alright, let's go next to the oven. I'm going to grab another tray. And then, because we got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 times 6. But I got 54, so I need at least another 70 of them. So I'm going to set another pan. 1 second. Hoping that times 6 was enough. If not, that's going to suck. Alright, parchment. Drop these ones down to 2 ounces. I probably should have done the other one 2 ounces also. Got to stretch this a little bit. Gosh, I hope I don't have to make another batch of this. I really don't have the time. Shit, I might even go 1.5. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go 1.5. I'm gonna run out. I need more. Again, if you don't know, we're doing a free senior or free meal for the community today at the senior center in Alaska, Nikiski. Like to give back to the community when we can. So, oh no, it fell. Oh, it fell. Oh, dang it. There we go. Alright. Guess I gotta pay attention to that, huh? Alright, these are smaller, but it kind of is what it is. I hate to say that, but I don't want to run out of rolls. If you're just joining, we've already done our turkey prep, our mash prep, did all of our pies and cranberries sauce last night. Stuffing's next after this. We gotta finish this bread. I'm praying, I'm hoping that I got enough bread here. Otherwise, I gotta make another batch on the fly, which would really suck. It is what it is. I knew I should have done it times 8. Oh well. And I'll link that the recipes. I have a video for this recipe, a breakdown of it. Just the white bread recipe. I will say it's like one of the first videos I made though, so it's really bad. I had no clue how to edit videos or do anything. I had an older phone, so the quality was really bad. Gotta start somewhere, right? I'm hoping this YouTube thing eventually takes off, but I've been working on it for what, 4 years, 3 years now, 4 years now. Still, I'm not at 4,000 hours. It's wild. Actually, I'm only at like 600 hours. It's so crazy how much YouTube asks of you. Alright. Cool. No, stop falling. Stop falling. There we go. So if you don't know, all this prep is for, we do a free meal for seniors in the community a couple times a year at the senior center up here in Alaska. Anybody who's homebound, that can't get out of the house and stuff, we make sure we go for them meals. I know it's not Thanksgiving, but people do stuff for Thanksgiving, so we do it a week early. Make sure everybody gets fed. I personally don't like buying shit from Cisco pre-made, so we make it all. Oh man, I hope I have enough. I should have done those other rolls at 1.5 ounces. Shit. Oh man, this is gonna suck. I have to do another batch of this. So again, if you're just tuning in, right? So we go and we smash it, right? Lightly put it down. Roll it back over, and then roll it back over, so we got like semi-ball. And then with the inside of your pinky, right? But obviously I use my whole palm. There we go. Did I have another one? 54? Shit. So I need like 100 in here, and I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna have to do another batch of this. Man. Fuck. I'm gonna run out of time. Fell again. Alright, this is the last of it. We got here is lit. I should have made those other rolls 1.5. Oh man. We got like another 30 rolls that way. Well. Well, that's all we got. This one's still a little sad, so go back through. Alright, let's get these proof in and wrapped. Alright, again, if you missed it the first time, do your bread right. Make sure you spray the top with non-stick spray. Because otherwise, if it proofs up and touches the plastic, when you take the plastic off, it's going to pop your bread. And after all this work, that would really suck. So don't do that. Okay, so times 6, what made us 100, 56 and 54 is 110, and I'm just short, which is a real bummer. I can't explain to you how much that sucks. I really don't know if I want to make another batch. I should have done 1.5 ounces on the first one, but it's what it is. I gotta start mash. Like I don't have time to make enough bread. Service is in what, 4.5 hours? I gotta start mashing and stuffing. Alright. Man, boy, you can smell those turkeys right now. Wow. Alright, back over to the potatoes. See how much cleaner they are? Oh man, see how much cleaner they are? Alright, drain these, get these in a pot, and go. Alright. Big ass stock pot. Alright. I'm going to do 2 because otherwise it's just going to take too long. And then you want to add salt, and I'm going to go put it on the burner. I'll probably put some of these in the other one. There's a lot more in here than there are in the other one. Oh shit. Alright. Did we lose everyone? Oh, not everyone. Don't make it with your hair. I'm not gonna make it. It's so dirty. It's not dirty. You should have seen it before I cleaned it. Before I drained it the first time, I should say. Alright. Sweet. Alright, we're gonna let this rise for just a minute. Or not just a minute. Alright. I need a coffee break. That's what I need. Alright, so I'm gonna proof this spoon. I can't really get a good angle on this. There are all the turkeys still, 14 turkeys still going. Alright, I need a coffee break. 1 second. Alright. I'm sure I lost most of you guys, but I needed coffee. Can't run on only 3 hours of sleep. Okay, stuffing. Our stuffing mine. To watch South Park. Okay. Alright. I need to cut celery, an onion, Alright, let's go ahead and cut a bunch of celery and onions. I'm sure I'm about to lose a bunch more people, but that's right. This is what it is. Alright. Alright, I gotta go get some celery. Might need more, I don't know. Well, making stuffing. Again, I would if I was at home, I'd make stuffing inside the turkey. But I'm cooking for seniors who have, you know, health issues and like not the just more susceptible to shit. So if you cook your stuffing inside of a turkey, when the turkey's done, all the blood from the turkey is soaked into your stuffing, which is all bread, right? And then that's still like not cooked all to 165. So you got to do a stuffing in a hotel pan, which isn't as good, but it is what it is. Better than getting somebody sick. If you've been watching since the beginning, thank you. If you're just tuning in, we're making Thanksgiving dinner for the seniors at a senior center. So that way they can be with their families next week. It's a free community meal. We like to give back to the community as much as we can. But now it's just the more man hours of prep, right? Don't worry, I'm not going to throw this away. I'm going to come back through and clean it up after. Clean a couple 400 pans, put that stuffing in the oven. I think once we get our bread done, I think we're going to call this video. Or maybe if you guys want to see like all the way to service, I mean, that's cool too. About an hour. Through. Like I said, I'm not going to throw all these pieces away. Ooh, we're dropping like flies. Only a few people left. You 5 people in here are the true heroes. See, the mindless prep loses everyone. I feel it. Mindless prep. Sorry guys, it's just part of it. Those turkeys are smelling good though. My goodness. Bread's proofing well. Everything's coming along. The bread actually looks really good. Alright. Alright, so I'm gonna wash this. since I have ducks and chickens, none of this goes to waste. So we're making stuffing if you're just checking in, so just some mindless prep right now. Always more prep to be done. You know, the golden rule in kitchen, prep unto others as you would have them prep unto you. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, we got our butter in there, our salt, our pepper, starting to saute those onions while we're adding this in. The onions are all on the bottom, I'm not too worried about this going in there first. Clean up the rest of this. Let's clean up some rosemary. What stuffing would be what without some fresh herbs? Also, let's check in on our list again. Where are we at? Okay, so turkey's done. Well, in the oven. Green beans shouldn't be a problem. They're already cleaned. Gravy, obviously, I can't do until turkey's done. Stuffing we're working on right now. Bread we just finished. Cranberry pies are done. Mash is on the stovetop. So, yep. And then we're just seasoning our stuffing. Got to do some sage. Hey, 3 people. You guys are the real heroes. All right, so sage, parsley, salt, pepper, of course, rosemary. Quick and easy way to clean your herbs instead of picking them right with the stem, right? Find an easier one like this, right? All you do is hold this top leaf, hold the top stem, and then I just pick off the top. So if you're just joining us, just mindless mindless prep, making some stuffing right now. But sorry if it's boring, just mindless prep, just part of being in a kitchen. Right, so again, right, you just hold that top stem. Ta-da! Why is there water under your cutting board, Jonathan? Because those onions were spicy and I rinsed it off and didn't dry my cutting board off. That is why. If you've been here since the bread, though, the bread's almost about to go in here soon, so we might egg wash that, get that in the oven here in about 10 minutes. It's looking really good. Alright, here we go. Okay, let's clean up this table. I gotta clean a couple hotel pans for the stuffing. Or I could just do it in one big fucking. Oh no, but I don't have a 400 pan, but no, we're not here. All right. No lie, those rolls we made are looking real good too, so we're getting there. Alright, I gotta cut some more of my stale bread for my stuffing. The stuffing mines will be ours. You watch South Park. Once again, mindless prep. So what is that? So stuffing, right? So obviously you want to dry your bread overnight, stale bread. So this is just some bread we had in the freezer. I pulled out, sliced it, let it dry overnight. Then you're gonna saute like onions, garlic, or not garlic. Well, I guess I could do garlic. I don't know why you wouldn't. Onions, garlic, celery with butter, maybe. Then I got sage, rosemary, parsley in there, salt, pepper, and then once that comes together, we're gonna toss that with all this bread, and then chicken stock. And eggs, I believe. I'll have to double check real quick. But yeah, that's how I usually make it. So, and then bake it. I mean, I'd prefer to do it in a turkey, but like I said prior, when cooking for seniors, you can't, like that turkey blood isn't gonna cook all the way by the time the turkey's cooked. So, man. But that bread we're about to pop in here soon, so all those rolls we rolled out. Sweet. A nice one big pan full. That way we can make some good stuffing. I'm gonna do it. I don't think that's enough for as many people as we're serving today, so let's do another 200 pan. Again, mindless prep. But those rolls are looking good. They're almost proof, so we're about to throw them. I should have probably done sausage and apple stuffing, but it's what it is. Just making stuff. Almost there, almost there. Just want to get another 200 pan as a backup. 150 people we're serving today. Always good to have backup. Sweet. look at these bad boys. Nice. All right. They wash these rolls here. Nice. Right, so this is where I said it was really important to spray the top, because if they proof onto the plastic wrap, like underneath there, and you pull it off, it's gonna pop them. But instead, it slides right off. Aha. All right, so let's make some egg wash. If this would go ahead and focus. There we go. Alright, I like to make my egg wash with just egg yolk and cream, fat on fat, so that way you get a nice golden brown. Much better golden brown. Okay. Alright, where's that brush? Where's the brush? Brush, 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 brush. Never-ending story in a kitchen. Where does something live? Okay, so just gonna go ahead. Is egg wash all these? And then after they're done baking, we'll brush them with butter. I'm also gonna top these with just a pinch of salt. Nice, nice, nice. Sweet. And just a pinch of salt. Where is my salt? Just a little bit of salt. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just. And end at 350 for about 15 minutes. The smaller rolls still need about, I want to say another, I don't know, 15 minutes. Turkey still in. We got potatoes, more stuffing to be made, all the things. I think once this bread's done, though, bacon, we're gonna call this. Thank you so much, everybody, for fucking hanging out. It's been real cool. All right. Chicken stock for the stuffing, of course. Sorry, I'm prepping shit on the side that you can't see. I'll probably end up doing another live video when we do service if you check back in a couple hours. Alright, now we're going to go ahead. The other bread should be proofed, and we're going to go ahead and egg wash it. just a little bit, just to kind of give it that little something. All right, 350 for about 12 to 15 minutes. Alrighty. Alright, last thing is just the end product for the bread that comes out in about 5-6 minutes. So if you've stuck around, I really appreciate it. You guys are freaking awesome. But this is what's going to be our stuffing. We got 14 turkeys in the oven, so we're on track. We've got, let's see, if you've been sticking with us so far, here's our prep list for Thanksgiving today. Turkeys are in, mash is almost done, green beans are last, gravy, well, green beans and gravy. Green beans only take like 10 minutes in the oven, 15 minutes in the oven, they'll be fine. Cranberry sauce done. Bread, you just watched me put it in. Pies, I didn't film myself, but I made 48 pies yesterday. Stuffing, that's what this is going to be. So we're on track. We're looking good. Pretty happy with this. Hopefully everybody's having a good day. Yeah, I think once this bread comes out, then we're gonna call it, because and then maybe we'll pick back up for service. So, but yeah. Ooh, yeah, that bread's looking good. Here's a little sneak peek. Yeah, let's go. Yeah. Man, if only you guys could smell that. Or any of them. Don't forget to rotate the bread. Okay, some butter. I know I'm losing you guys. Thanks for sticking around. Once again, just mindless prep in the background. Potatoes are almost done. Just about. A little resistance. Alright, let's check on this bread. Oh yeah. And then I think since if you guys have stuck around since the turkeys, but they've been in here for about, gosh, 2-3 hours. I've kind of basted them a few times. You should baste them every, oh gosh, I don't know, every hour-ish. But get a little sneak peek of the money shots. Dude, that looks fucking dope. Oh man, I'm excited. 14 turkeys, man. Feeding 150 people today. Fuck, I can't wait. They still need a while. A while. Bread's so close, so close. And once we're done with the bread, we're going to call it. Damn, those turkeys, they look good. Let's check these bottom ones. What are these bottom ones? Yeah. Ooh, looks good. Alright. Let's see here. The money shot. Yeah. Ow. Steam hurts. That looks good. Coming out, that's for sure. All right. like I said, if after I do this bread and put the butter on it, I think we're gonna cut this. It's been long enough, and we might pick this up for service so you guys can see how the seniors like all the food. So hopefully you guys liked it, and yeah. Alright, literally like 1 minute. 1 minute. Alright. As soon as that goes off. As soon as that goes off. Sweet. Let's check these out. Call this. Yeah. All right. Don't forget, you should always brush your. We're gonna brush this with fresh. We're gonna brush this with melted butter. Those look great. I'd tear into one of those if I knew I wasn't going to be short. I think I'm going to be short by like 10. Alright, let's get this melted butter on here. Yeah. Nice. Love it. Ah, delicious. Let's go put this on the cooling rack. Alright, let's recap this. So, turkey's in the oven. Mash, we cut, we're done. Well, no, we're not done. All I gotta do is mix it and add butter and my stuff. Green beans should only take about 25 minutes in the oven. 15 minutes in the oven, but I am doing 45 pounds of it, so probably more like 20, 25. Gravy, I need the drippings from the turkey for it, and stuffing. Just about done. We're about to pop that in the oven as well. So I'm not going to make you guys sit around. I just want to say a big thank you. That's probably backwards, but a big happy face. So thanks for sticking around. Really appreciate it. It means a lot. If you want, I'll end up probably doing a live video for service, so you guys can kind of see all the 150 seniors show up and we can feed them for free and stuff. So anyways, just want to say a big thank you again. Have a great day. Bye-bye.